Understanding workbooks and worksheets. All right, let's talk about workbooks and worksheets because this is absolutely essential to working in Excel. Think of your workbook as a big filing cabinet. Inside that filing cabinet, you can have up to 255 different worksheets. That's 255 separate places to organize your data within one file. Pretty incredible, right? Right now, I'm looking at a new workbook. See up at the top, it's called Book 1 because I haven't saved it yet. And down at the bottom, I've got one worksheet tab labeled Sheet 1. That's where all the action happens. The grid, cells, rows, and columns. Every worksheet is built on a grid structure. You've got columns going across the top. Those are labeled with letters, A, B, C, all the way out. Then you've got rows going down the side. Those are numbered, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Where a column and a row meet, that's a cell. And cells are where you put everything, your text, your numbers, percentages, dates, whatever you need. Each cell can hold different types of data, and you can format it to look exactly how you want. Now, how do we identify cells? We use something called a cell reference. Right now, I'm clicked on cell G5. That means I'm in column G, row 5. Cell references are everywhere in Excel. You'll use them constantly when you're building formulas or doing pretty much anything. How much space do you really have? When you create a new workbook, Excel gives you one worksheet by default, that sheet 1 we saw earlier. But here's something wild. Each worksheet contains over 1 million rows. Watch this. I'm in cell A1. If I hit Control and the down arrow, boom, I jump all the way down to the last row. Over 1 million rows. Control and up arrow brings me back to the top. Now let me hit Control and the right arrow. See that? I'm jumping to the last column. There are just over 16,000 columns in every worksheet. Control and left arrow, and I'm back at A1. Do the math on that. We're talking roughly 17 billion cells per worksheet. Could you fill all of them with data? Technically, yes. Should you? Absolutely not. Excel would slow to a crawl, but it's good to know what you're working with. Renaming your worksheets. Let's get practical. See that Sheet 1 tab at the bottom? That's not very descriptive, is it? Let's rename it to something meaningful. Right-click on the tab. You'll get a menu with a bunch of worksheet options. Click Rename. Now Sheet 1 is highlighted, and you can type whatever you want. Here's a shortcut. You can also just double-click the tab to rename it. Super quick. Adding new worksheets. Let me right-click again. See that Insert option? Click it. Excel asks what you want to insert. Worksheet is already selected, so just click OK. There's your new worksheet. But here's an even faster way. See that little plus sign next to your Worksheet tab? Click it. Instant New Worksheet. I use this all the time. Let me rename these. Right-click, Rename. I'll call this one Calculations. I'll name this one Tables. And I'll call the first one Summary. Organizing your worksheet tabs. Need to change the order? Easy. Just click and drag. I'll grab the Summary tab, drag it to the left. See that little black arrow showing me where it'll drop? And release. Now Summary is first. Let me show you something else. Right-click on a tab and choose Move or Copy. From here, you could move this worksheet to a completely different workbook if you had one open. Right now, I only have Book 1, but if I select New Book and click OK, Excel creates a brand new workbook and moves my Summary tab there. Want to copy instead of move? Just check that Create a Copy box before clicking OK. See? Now I've got Book 2 with a copy of my Summary tab. I don't need this second workbook, so I'll close it with Control W. Here's a neat trick. If you want to duplicate a worksheet within the same workbook, hold down Control and then click and drag the tab. It makes an exact copy, including all the data. Super handy. And of course, you can right-click and delete any worksheets you don't need anymore. Color coding your tabs. This is one of my favorite features for staying organized. You can change the color of your worksheet tabs. This is especially useful when you're working on big projects with lots of tabs. Color coding helps you group related worksheets together visually. Right-click on a tab, go to Tab Color, and pick from the palette. I'll make this one green. Maybe my Tables and Calculations tabs are related, so I'll make both of those blue. But Summary is different, so I'll keep it green. It's a simple thing, but it makes navigating your workbook so much easier. One last shortcut. Want to quickly insert a new worksheet without clicking that plus sign? Press Shift and F11. There's your new tab. Let me drag this over to organize it. Right-click to change the color to blue and rename it to Pivot. And that's how you work with workbooks and worksheets in Excel.